Jerusalema ikhaya lami ilondoloze uhambe nami zungangishilana Jerusalema ikhaya lami ilondoloze uhambe nami zungangishilana dawo yami ayikholana buso wami awukholana ilondoloze zuhambe nami dawo yami ayikholana buso wami awukholana ilondoloze dawo yami ayikholana buso wami awukholana ilondoloze zuhambe nami dawo yami ayikholana
YPG T5 YPG Yo, you don't know. What's the time and watch your clock? It's 1 o'clock and it is the YPG Youth Hangout. My name is Kevin and I'm your host today, and together with me, as always,
you know, I'm Sarafina, the home of vibes, the queen of vibes.
Yes,
we here, we started the YPG program. You know what we're gonna do. You saw that they accepted the challenge. Nothing else is needed, so you're gonna stay tuned to us and see what we're gonna do now.
Sorry, let's go to this. Take a look at this video. We're gonna be back with you.
buso wami awukholana ilondoloze zuhambe nami Jerusalema ikhaya lami ilondoloze uhambe nami zungangishilana Jerusalema ikhaya lami ilondoloze uhambe nami zungangishilana dawo yami ayikholana buso wami awukholana ilondoloze zuhambe nami
Yes, Serafina, yes, Kevin, thank you for the introduction. We're here with Nicholas here today, the guy that's going to tell us about the gang life. So, Nicholas, tell me a little bit now.
Yeah, Judah. Back in the days before, my life was a bit, I should say, rough. because growing up in the days, following plenty youths. I mean, as a youth myself, following youths is how I become how I was before. Yeah, I used to hide my brother guns. I used to go and hide. We used to shoot up the neighbor house. We used to go even go and rob the doubles, man. We had times where we go with guns and stick up people, take the stuff, and that life was a real struggle, because when you think you're getting something in life, it's just when you reach home and you put your head on your pillow, it's back to basic reality. Because when you have a gun in your hand, you have power. You just feel like you want to rob even the richest man in Trinidad and Tobago. But when you go and put it back in its hiding place and you put your head on your pillow, it's the same old again.
So you're saying when, in other words, when you're alone, when it's to face yourself, other than to face, guns, robbing, drugs, other than that, it used to be uncomfortable then.
Yeah, well, my life was always uncomfortable, because if you play with guns, if you have guns, and you're always looking to see who coming behind your back, or somebody to kill you, or somebody to, because for me, living that kind of life, I should have lost my life already because of the life I used to live. I mean, I lost my brother because of this same gun life.
Okay.
And it was the same brother that I lost. Is his guns I used to be playing with and using and going on the block, because when I have all my friends tell me, oh, we could go the road and Lime, we're going out here. I used to always take well, back in the days, as the youths know, you take a strap and you put it on you pull on your jersey, you wear a big jersey so it won't show, and you go the road and you understand?
But Nicholas, tell me, the experience and the influence, right? Tell me a little more about the influence, because plenty youths, they are led by influence these days. You understand? In relation to the gangs, family-wise, mentally, financially. How was it? How was the upbringing of the gang life?
No, well, Judah, you see, coming up in the days where you wasn't the head ringleaders yet, coming up in the days, you wanted to be something special. You wanted to be as somebody, and in order to be that somebody, you want to fit in. So if one of the guys say, oh, we're going in the savannah and we're going and thief all the fruits in the savannah, you want to go because you want to be in part of it. And if they say, oh, we're going on the road to get something to eat, but nobody has no money, so we could just eat and walk out. That's what we used to do. Now I used to go and do that until the tables turn when I started to play with guns. Now when I started to play with guns now, things started to change. I become the head and they started to follow. So what I say goes. And that is when the inner me started to grow more strong and more hard. So that when I go to meet my friends and I'm gonna call them out, they had to respect me. When's the case, I used to be respecting them, because back in the days, when you want to fit in, you had to look for the head. Now, when they want to fit in, now they'll look for me, because the tables turn.
But that is not now, right? Now is a different situation. Now things different.
Now is a total change.
Total change.
Because even now was I in the YPG, before, like about 3 months before when I started church, 3 months after, I was invited to the YPG. Now many youths do this, Many youths does. The duck.
Yeah.
Many youths does it, duck straight through the back door, the front door. Now the church have plenty doors, so any door they could escape, they just escape. And that was me, I was one. I used to be ducking because I know the life. Like, let me say if somebody looking for you, you know how to duck. So when the pastor or the pastor wife or one of the youth, the group leader, hey, I'm invited for the YPG. Nah, me, I said duck. I said be, and he low.
So you never really used to like that vibe because of the...
I never like the YPG because they calling it as a church thing, and until it have this day that I decide, oh, let me just see what the YPG is about. And
But before Nicholas, you go to that point. One question before we go to the teacher, right? One question. What made you to realize the day that you realized that, hey, I had to take a different path other than being invited? Because sometimes you could be invited to youth group, you could be invited to many things, but it always have a day that you say, hey, enough is enough. are fed up. So what day that was?
Yeah, well, that day was when you realize that many people looking for you, they want to kill you. Many people looking for you, they want to take your life because you're in that life. And then I realized that people will come at me. So it's time for me to duck, as I was telling you before, to duck. So time to hide, time to make a difference. And then I decide, oh, this life don't make sense because you could die anytime. And then I started to become a little fearful. Then I say, you know what, let me see if I could turn to something good. So that's what make me turn to the YPG. And from the YPG, I get all the help I could need. The day that I enter the YPG is the day my life changed. Yeah, because then I started to realize that what the youth and I'm going through now is under pressure, peer pressure, all the different pressure you could go through.
So now, how is it now that you're in the youth group, well, in the youth group for a few years now, right?
Yeah.
And you're in the youth group, things progressing for you. How is it now, to say you have peace now?
Yes.
All right, youth, so let's see. All right, as he thought he had power with a gun in his hand, you can come to the youth power group, you understand, and you can have power in a positive way.
You see my shoes?
No.
Well, my shoes, boy.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Look once I here.
What do you want your shoes to do? Where you going?
Stop questioning me now, woman.
Junior, where are you going?
Just not coming here. Stop questioning me now, but I'm too.
You're going with those fellas again? You are going with those fellas again? I told you about those fellas.
You always coming around me, boy, right, true, boy. I don't miss my father, you know. My father is the one that has taken care of me, good boy. You only coming around me, right, true, boy.
It has been good house and bad houses come and call you.
You are the good mouth thing done. But take your time with me, why woman?
Junior,
You are that.
listen
Boy,
to your mother.
One boy.
Listen to your mother.
Boy, you see me in the girl
Those
here?
fellas, them will drag you down to hell.
Drag what
They
down
will
to
get
hell?
you killed.
Get what killed?
Junior, come here, my son.
What can
Listen
you
to your mother.
about? What can you talking about? Boy, look, go and go from here, but I'm too she, boy.
Junior!
How you born?
Junior!
How you born?
We want to know about you have patience to tell them so.
Dog, watch out, boy. I don't like to disrespect my mother, but I really care for my mother, boy. You understand?
You
My
telling
mother,
me about that
I
all,
really
boy?
disrespectful to my mother. I want to change my life, boy. This youngster thing in pain on, boy. This youngster, like, wake up.
I don't hear that, but
Wake
hey,
up
watch
before.
now. We have a scene to handle,
Wait,
dog.
talk
Down the
about
court, boy. On
And
the
we know
block,
what all this gun waste, not
But we
coke.
seen, boy, this coke. We
But
have
you
to
mad,
tell
baby,
them,
forward that now, boy.
The
That's
boss
it,
man
police
give me the
pass
word,
and
boy.
cash,
To get a car, get every roll now, boy. One punch.
There you go, quick now, boy. Where you going?
But you with the sun, all, boy.
Right, you, boy.
Hi, good day.
Hello,
We
hello,
could have a
good day.
minute of your time,
How are
please.
you? Of course, my darling. You could have a minute of all my time. I'm not sure what, 24 hours?
What up?
Where's how you good thing?
It have football, dancing, singing, all kinds
Serious?
of
I didn't know here what
Nah,
is
it's
a
not
fancy
really.
thing,
I
boy.
know really
I'm
a
telling
church,
you,
man.
boy.
That church,
No,
man.
so I
Dave.
come
But
to
let me
the
go
church,
from
not
here
boy,
now, boy.
you know,
I'm
what
to
I
them,
do
boy.
for you.
Go on nothing for me.
You don't know
You
what
see
to
my
happen
life?
and
Look
you
how
have to
looking.
from now.
Look how
This could
looking.
be your last chance.
The last chance thing, no. You sound like my mother, girl.
What last chance,
What the
girl?
last chance? Where's this YPG thing?
You need to one scale, man, to you,
That's
girl.
what you
But take your time now, boy.
You go now, boy. I'm to you,
You
boy.
can say cards.
No. I know about her life, dog. I know about her life.
Well, let me report now, boy.
I must see all that again, right? I must see all that again, right? Right, man, word.
Yo, I still the normal Max and run you. See Sappy them selling drugs on my block there. You understand? And that is a disrespect. You understand what I'm stating? So if they want to disrespect me, they go after this. You understand? You are drive by. Right? And furthermore, Mad Max jump out the car and start to spray everybody. Everybody dead. You know he's a madman that we need. Furthermore, hold this fire. You can jump out the car and start to work it up.
Yeah, what's going on now, boy, dog, boy? Now my man only coming around me since this morning, dog. Since this morning, my Dan, boy. My mother only coming around me this church thing, dog. Church is there, going church to take your money when I want to make money. That ain't my calculator, dog. You understand, dog? Because at the end of the day, I want to make money now. I don't want money to be taken from me, dog. You understand what I'm saying, dog?
Hey, we just see me that small, you
What small is that boy, Ronald boy?
Yeah.
But you don't know I just stick by and eat that food and then after that, I run Shan let you know a girl. I don't want you go for me boy. You just started cry and complain by way, boy. By way, boy.
What's up, you are telling me that though. It's this fella from Black to fella by this coke boy dog boy.
Yeah, boy.
The long I tell him man come and taking long.
Well, let him come, Juna. Where's the other dog? Where's the other? Let him come, dog.
Thank you.
Who's he? Look at that man looking like a crackhead sober. He's smoking more coke than we are. We're going to juice all there. Where's this scene now? We're going to
You are why?
Well, I come to get something.
Where money? Where money?
I go stick straight up.
Dog, yeah, we're going on, dog. Who's you, boy?
You doing here and all, boy?
Who's you?
I mean, who's me, boy? Let's come to
You's blacky and them men, but remember your face, but remember you come and slap me my face, my dog.
Why don't roll with them fellas, boy?
We mean to roll them fellas, so but you're going on dead
Go,
tonight.
go, our family, please. Go.
I don't care, boy.
Boy, Sapi, let you go for me.
Let me go for me now, boy. But let me see, that's not the dog. I'm making money here, boy. I'm free, boy. I don't care, boy.
Let me go now, boy. Sapi, boy, let me go now, boy.
Boy.
Listen to your mother. Those fellas, they will drag you down to hell. They will get you killed. Junior, come here, my son. Listen to your mother.
You don't know what's happening from now.
Look at
This could be your last chance.
the last chance thing now. You sound like my mother again.
Yes, Miss Juliet, thanks for coming. The other day, I saw your son on earth and I invited him to the church, but he rejected me. Where's your son this morning?
I don't know. I really don't know. I called his phone all night last night and he hasn't come up to now. That's the reason why I come to the church, you know, to pray for the child. I don't know where the child is. A call? What number is this? Just now, eh?
Yeah, no problem.
Hello, good day? Yes, this is Miss Juliet. What? Junior? Somebody! Oh my God!
You are going
Doctor, please.
Miss,
Doctor, please, I want to see my son. I want to see my son.
He came in yesterday with some
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Right, he's critical, man. He needs to come
Please, I want to see my son. I want to see my child. Oh, God, Junior! Junior, what happened to you? What happened to you, Junior? Oh, my God. What happened to my child? What happened to my son? Oh, my God, no. Why didn't you listen to tell you about them fellas and tell me that they were cragging up their head? Why didn't you listen, Junior? Your mother here, Junior, I hear you. You should have listened. You should have listened to see what happened. Look now. Junior! Oh, my God, no. Lord, save me, soul. Save me. Save me. I pray for your son, I pray for him. Lord, give him another chance. Give the child another chance. Oh, Junior, why? Why? Why, Junior, why? Junior! Oh my God, son, wake up, it's your mother. Junior, wake up. Junior! Junior?
Right, so that is what we're talking about, people. You saw Nicholas, you heard him spoke, and certain things you could pick out from that, Sarafina. Very quick, you know, one of the highlights for me was the fact that he lost his brother, and he had no peace. Uncomfortable feeling, and I know people that experience that. I can tell you it's an uncomfortable feeling to be in a gang and you basically have to be looking over your shoulder left and right every day.
And now you can see he completely different now because he was a bit humble and no humility, but now he has his own business. Now he's a married man. Now his life is completely the opposite. Everything that the youths that they want to have in a gang, when they go in the gang to get his shoes, I sure he can get whatever shoe he want now without doing the things that he used to do before.
Exactly, and feel any way that you used to feel before. Listen, if it is that you're now joining, this is the YPG Youth Hangout, and you can stay with us because we have much more. We are going to go now. At the last time, listen.
Now we going on the block, straight to the block with the teacher. Let me hear what she going to teach me today.
Thanks for the introduction, guys. Welcome to Teacher on the Block today. So, as we listen to Nicholas' story, Nicholas' life story, 3 sayings came to my mind. Now we're going back to basics. Back to the time when our parents and our grandparents used to talk to us. The first saying, who do hear, does feel. Now, isn't this what happened to Nicholas? I'm sure his parents spoke to him. I'm positive his parents spoke to him. But did he listen? No. It took the death of his brother to wake him up. Unfortunately. Let's look at number 2. You can't play mass and freight powder. You can't play mass and freight powder. So you youths that like guns, that like gang lives, that like gang warfare, you have to be prepared for the consequences, which are being shot at. You can end up in jail. You can be owing someone and suffer those consequences. Let's look at the third one. Crapo, smoke your pipe. I'm sure all of you have been told at one point in time or the other, crapo, smoke your pipe. Going back to the sayings, you don't want to listen like Nicholas. You don't want to heed your parents, your elders, like Nicholas. You are going to suffer the consequences. Crapo, smoke your pipe. Fortunately, for Nicholas, for Sarafina, for Kevin, for me, we all found the YPG and we were all listening and willing to listen to what was being said to us in the YPG. It's why we are successful today. Youths, listen to me carefully. What you are being told today on the YPG is golden. That's it. What we are learning on the block is golden. Teacher, out.
Guys, so you all saw the examples that the teacher just gave us, and it's just like what she was talking about last week. It's a cycle. So when you start at one thing, you always have another level. You'll start by going in the shop, then you'll start by going to another block, then you'll start with a piece of weed, you'll start with a gun, and you just keep growing. So we is the one that have to make the decision to actually cut it out, to make the right decision, just like she was telling us to do, because we did it, and we have a completely different life from today, from what we had before. And you can have the same exact life, not just like us to come and be like us, because you know not everybody can catch the vibes. He's standing up with me like some weeks now and he can catch the vibes still, but you know, you could have your own set of vibes because it's not just a vibes thing. You can come to the YPG, catch the vibes, and then go and share the vibes, you know? So,
you know, I find it kind of strange how you mention vibes, you understand? Because you've been on one spot right through, you're not moving, you're just like a robot, and robots just kill the vibes also. So if you don't understand, I'll tell you now. Anyway, right, so guys, you know, you heard from Sarafina there, you heard from the teacher, and you heard that strong word or message, I should say, from Nicholas, from the way he was before to the person that he is today. And the thing that you need to take out of this is the fact that when it is, you know to yourself that you're feeling miserable, you're lacking that peace, as Nicholas say, you will know, because there's a reality, Sarafina. They know what it is we're saying. They know what it is we're saying. But you know what? you don't want to take that risk of getting out of it. You will take the risk to get in, but not to get out.
Because as we're talking, they're going to have one small thought that's come like a little flash, like lightning. That is me, boy.
Yeah.
I just cry, boy. When I lie down on my bed, I doesn't catch sleep. I just hear voices, I just see shadows. I just be going through all kind of things and nobody don't know. But you have the opportunity today. If you see in the program, you have the opportunity to make a decision right now. If you want to know more, if you want to know what else you have to do, just like how you were stating in the last few programs, there's a process. If you want to learn the process, give us a call. We're here. We always here. We're here to help you. That's like the Jay-Z say.
Help.
We're here to help you.
Exactly.
So don't think that we're going to judge you. We're not going to judge you. We don't care who you are. We don't care what you've done. Because we're here for you.
Yeah, we are here today because, you know, our mentors would have believed in us, and from whatever background any one of us you may see on the program here, we went through something and we were able to overcome today. So the same thing applies to you. The door is open to you. It's free, and you can join any YPG Youth Hangout every Sunday as you choose. But now, because of the lockdown, we are on the Zoom. All right. So if it is that you want to know more about it, you can message the helpline, the number that is seen under there. And the Zoom link is going to be sent to you so you can join us every Sunday and experience the vibe and see exactly what it is happening in the YPG Hangout.
And last week, Kevin, it was vibes. It was real vibes. So much vibes that, you know, Harry Manton up in the had was the tie. They couldn't get a clear winner, but you know, this Sunday we coming to see who going to take the crown.
Look how dry you say that, eh? It was Port of Spain. You know, you say it in a way like Tuna Puna and Arima draw.
But all you draw,
yeah. But
nobody win.
We had to let them know is this.
Nobody win.
It was so much vibes that the two most vibes branches
of where
they draw, and it was so tight
the two
that
most
it couldn't cut.
Of Narnia, because it could never be Trinidad.
Ladies and gentlemen,
only
there was no Port of Spain. There was no Port of Spain. There was no Port of Spain. All right, guys, listen, join us if you want to know more. Message us. We're going to be back at you at this very same time next week. But don't forget to join the YPG Hangout on the Zoom tomorrow. At what time?
At 1 p.m.
People, we out.
Welcome to the YPG, where they getting the youth ready.
This morning was really a truly great experience to me.
Service today was a total blessing.
Service to me was a blessing, because I will not be going back to my past. I'll be going forward.
My experience in the meeting today was amazing.
My name is Brandon. I am from the Tribe of God. Service this morning for me was a total, complete blessing, because before I was emotional. I used to feel like, you know, I can't do things, but now I feel like I have motivation to push more harder to do what I have to do.
This morning's service was wonderful and beautiful. To just my experience, every service, everything that we go through, we go more and more in faith with God.
Hey guys, my experience today from this meeting was heartfelt. Reason being is because I get to come honestly again with God and pour myself with Him and actually get the chance to make a covenant with Him. So the same feeling I got, some of you youths can get it too, just by pouring out yourself to God and really surrendering yourself truly to Him.
Me, God, and just it was amazing, it was wonderful.
It was great. I believe I was revived, refreshed.
When my experience in today's meeting, to me it was an extraordinary experience. It was a blessing.
When the seeking of His Spirit started, the Holy Spirit, it was a remarkable experience to me.
And they're promoting fun and vibes, yeah. Welcome to the YPG, where they getting the youth ready. Where they coming in Jesus Christ. And they're promoting fun and vibes, yeah. Explosion, evolution, having fun in abundance. Promoting Jesus Christ. And they're having positive vibes, yeah. Explosion, evolution, having fun in abundance.